Hey everyone, it's Mandy with 2 E's, and you've come to the show Simply Rent It, which is also the name of my business. I am your professional licensed rental consultant who has a deep passion for helping landlord investors save time, gain knowledge, and reduce risk without having to spend a ton of money hiring a full-time property manager. On this show, you'll learn all the tips and tricks you need for your investment property journey. Today, I just wanted to take a quick minute or two and discuss ant issues because I'm experiencing them in my own home, and I know many of you also experience them in your home. And when it comes to investment properties or your rental properties, you probably have tenants that complain about ants in their home from time to time. So I'm dealing with like 2 different types of ants in my home currently. We have what you call like the sugar ants, I think, with the little teeny tiny ants, and then you have like the larger black ants, but not like the huge like wood eating black ants. So thankful I don't have those. But I have tried several different types of ant killer in the past, and I just wanted to take some time here to go over the ones that I think work great, and the ones that we've tried this year and how they compare to the one that I think works the best. I also just want to take a quick minute here and talk about how you put pest control in your property management agreement. So many property management agreements, or leases, I guess is what I should be saying, leases, many of your leases state that pest control can be the responsibility of the tenant, and I think it's a good idea to have that put in there, to have it be the responsibility of the tenant. But if you have an issue that is reoccurring, like an ant issue that you're familiar with, that you know about, an existing issue, it's something that you as a landlord should take care of to protect not only your property, but to keep your tenant happy. If it's something that arises when the tenant is in there that they cause potentially, say roaches, that's a totally different issue. Then that's something different. But I know when I was doing property management full time that in the leases that I was working with, it was the responsibility of the tenant to take care of pest control. And so from time to time, tenants would call in and complain about their ants, and we tried to tell them to take care of it with home remedies, which is what I'm doing first to see how that works, and then follow up with us, and let us know how it goes, because the most important thing in property management is communication. So if you're always communicating with your tenants and your tenants communicating with you, everything should go smoothly. So I'm just going to review the ones that I have here at my house, and we'll go from there. So the first one that we gave a shot for this year, and I believe we got all of those from Ace Hardware, but I know you can find these at different stores throughout town, like Walmart, Target, I think even Hy-Vee, different grocery stores carry them as well. And they don't cost a ton of money, and they typically tend to do the job, get rid of the majority of the ants, if not all of them. And that's what you want to see happen. Ideally, if I could figure out where the ants were coming from and like close up the gap, that would be awesome. But ants are teeny tiny, and so sometimes when you close up one gap, they find a way to come through a different gap. So you may just be stuck dealing with home remedies each year, which is what I tried to do. So this is the first one we used this year, and I can tell you I'm not a fan. And these are not affiliate links or anything. I'm just reviewing the ones that we've tried. So this one is Revenge, and it's pre-filled liquid for ant bait. It looks like this. You're supposed to cut off the top tip there with the scissors, and it sits on your countertop like this, and they tell you not to touch it too much with your hands, so I probably ruined this one because it can give the scent of you on it here, and then they won't go to it. But I found with these that the ants would crawl up and then go inside and then get stuck. I don't know, I think it's a silly design. It worked. The first one we did worked quite well, but the second one we did not. It didn't work very well at all. So I probably would not give these a shot again. And this is what the box looked like. This was the second one we gave a shot at, the hot shot bait. And where did it go? Oh, it's in here. This is what it looks like. So that just sits on your countertop like this. Has a little thing at the bottom, a little sticker that you take off, and then the ants go in and they get their bait, and they're supposed to take it back. All of these say they're supposed to kill the queen. This one says works up to 6 months indoors. So we currently have one of these sitting on our countertop in the kitchen for the sugar ants, and I haven't seen too many go in or out of these, so I'm not sure how well this is working. I'm not a huge fan, but I will tell you what I am a fan of, and this has worked year after year. So I'm usually the one that goes out and buys the ant bait, but this year I put my husband in charge of it. So this is why we ended up with a couple different ones, which is totally fine. But in the end, he was able to find the taro. So this is what this looks like. This is my top pick. I would go for this year after year. I've never actually tried this kind. So they make different kinds. I like the kind that's kind of like the first one I showed you, which is like this, but it's different. It's kind of like a rectangular, and then it cuts at the side so the ants can go in it at the side. But this one has this bottle with the liquid in it instead, and it comes with these little squares that you're supposed to just put droplets on the circle there, and then the ants come to it. And the first day we put this out, all the ants were going to it. Worked really well. So we have this big bottle of liquid now, and it only takes a couple drops, so I think this will last quite a while. The other ones sit on your countertop, and I like those because the liquid's not just open, so if you accidentally swipe it away when you're trying to clean your countertop off, or if you have pets or anything, I really enjoy the covered ones a lot better. But I just wanted to go over the things that you could use in your home and that you could provide to your tenants as suggestions to try. I know anytime I suggested to get this brand, the tenants would always follow up with me and let me know that what they got worked, and it took care of the issue most of the time. So if you have a larger ant issue where it's something that there's an ant that's eating wood, potentially the wood-eating ants, or even an issue that they're not able to take care of with simple home remedies, there are several pest control companies that you can try. The one that's here, that's local in town, that I enjoyed using in the past was Preferred Pest Management. Dave there will take great care of you, and I just wanted to give him a quick little shout out. But again, this is not affiliated links or anything like this, no paid advertisement. I just am trying to put the word out there about what you can do if you run into pest control issues in your home. I know today I only covered ants. There are several different pest control issues that come up, such as roaches and bed bugs and on and on and on. So maybe we'll do a different video on that. This one has gone plenty long enough. So I hope that you are not experiencing any of these issues in your home, but if you are, I hope that these tips helped you out. And if you enjoyed the content that I gave to you today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Friday, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, have a great week. Bye-bye.